This is for Draymond, right here. So you guys are down 6 early to mid-second quarter. Suddenly you erupt with a 20-2 run. What the heck happened?
We really stayed poised. We were up for a minute, and then, they went on that run and started the second quarter. And, everybody kept their poise. We continued to trust the offense, and we started to lock back down on the defensive end. And once we did that, we were able to get a couple run-outs. Guys hit a couple threes, and, we just continued to move the basketball and continued to move bodies.
What'd that feel like out there? The crowd's going nuts. You got a double-digit lead, and you just built from there.
It's a great feeling. Obviously have our crowd involved, and, we're on a run. We can, we feed off their energy, so when they get loud and all of a sudden you hit a shot, it makes the defensive end a little easier. Then defensive end get a little easier. Obviously, offense comes a little easier. So, just to have the crowd involved, it's a great feeling. And, like I said, it's something that we feed off of.
Same row, towards the center.
Over here, Draymond, Phil Barber, Press Democrat. What does that feel like for you when you're finding yourself open at the three-point line repeatedly?
It's just, a matter of whether I'm going to knock the shot, make or miss the shot. It's a rhythm shot. Clay actually did a great job of finding me a few times there to kind of get me going. He drove and kicked, and their defense is collapsing, and he kicked it out, and I was able to knock a few shots down. But my teammates trust me, to take those shots. They find me, and like I said, it's up to me to knock them down.
And then, Clay, I wanted to ask you, I'm not trying to say it's been easy in these two games, but you guys have had your way with the way things have gone. What do you expect from the Cavaliers as these games go back to Cleveland?
They'll probably play with a little more energy. That's natural when you go home. Probably with a sense of desperation. They might go big. You never know, but we'll be prepared. I'm just happy with the way we battled tonight. Everyone came ready to play, and it was really an all-around team effort. And obviously, Draymond was special with his shot making.
Mark, right here in the front.
One for each of you guys. Mark Schwartz, ESPN. First of all, Draymond, Steph Curry was on the bench in foul trouble, and he was just having a ball watching you hit some of your shots. I don't know if you noticed any of Steph's reaction, but you seem to be channeling him a little bit with some of the threes you were hitting anyway.
Don't tell me that. Steve Kerr won't like you if you tell me I'm channeling my inner Steph Curry. No, but, obviously, like I said, there were rhythm shots. I'm sure you're talking about the one where, I danced at the top a little bit, then shot the three. Awful shot. It was pathetic, but everybody, the ball stopped moving, players stopped moving, so I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna get some shot up, and it happened to go in. But like you said, Steph was on the bench in foul trouble, and someone has to step up. Obviously, I don't look at that situation and say, I need to take over offensively. But the shots were coming my way, and, my teammates found me. I was able to knock a few of them down. But when Steph's on the bench, it really turns into a complete team effort because Steph can do so much by himself, to create offense for guys that, when he goes out, we really use each other. We lean on Clay a lot when he's out there, and they were completely collapsing to him, and he was kicking it out, finding shooters.
Clay, I don't know if you noticed, but Draymond actually had 5 3-pointers tonight to lead the team. At what point can he apply to be a splash brother?
Stop it.
Tonight he was one of us, especially the shots he made off the dribble from 3. Those aren't easy, fading away. And as a shooter, that's not, when in your head, that's a good shot when you've seen the ball go in the rim 3 or 4 times. So, Draymond's never gonna turn down an open shot. He's always gonna make the right play every time, and he did tonight, and he had an amazing game.
Jay, standing on the left.
Jay down to ESPN. Draymond, you guys talk about how you guys can fill different needs for the team, but volume scoring isn't necessarily what you do. How are you able to do that tonight without warping and getting away from what the team tries to do?
Like I said, they're really collapsing on Steph and Clay. Guys get the ball into the paint, and they're collapsing down. And, I was spotted up, and, they found me in a great spot, to knock shots down. I caught a couple interior passes from Andre that put me in great position to score. So really just taking what the defense give me, and if that's the shot that they're going to give me, I know the amount of work that I put in, to step up with confidence and try to knock it down. I don't come into the game saying, I have to shoot a lot more. Like, that's not me. That's not what I do for this team. But at the end of the day, if the game say shoot, you're supposed to shoot, because usually when you don't, it turns into a disaster. So just try to really take what the defense give me.
Tim Kawakami, Mercury News. After that Oklahoma City series, which was obviously just so tense every moment of this, from an outsider's view, this just looks different, looks easy almost, in my words, not yours. What's your reaction to that? Does it feel different? Does it feel in any way easier than that Oklahoma City series?
Not really. At this point in the season, everything you get is really, really hard, and it's about to get even harder when we go to Cleveland. Obviously Cleveland doesn't have the same length as Oklahoma, so that might be the one thing that OKC really bothered us with. At the same time, they're still a better three-point shooting team, I think, and we've just done such a great job trying to take that part of the game away from them. But like I said before, the hardest part of the series is coming up when we go to Cleveland. They'll be playing with a sense of desperation, and their fans are going to be really hungry, and they're not very nice in Cleveland, the fans, and that's all right. That's what makes the game so much fun.
And for Draymond, Curb mentioned that maybe you picked up the momentum from finishing off Oklahoma City. It was so hard. Do you feel like you've taken something from that series and taken it to this series?
That was a very tough series, and it's just like anything in life. You go through something tough and you make it through, you grow from it, and I think we definitely grew from that series with it being so tough. And, you try to ride the momentum into this series, but who's fooling anyone? It's a completely different game, a completely different series, completely different team, So it's it's been good for us to start this series off, and like I said, I think we definitely grew from that series, but it's two completely different challenges. Obviously, OKC with their length and athleticism bothered us in a different way than Cleveland, where they have some length, but not as much length as OKC, and then Cleveland's are more so where you got LeBron kind of playing center field and, picking stuff off and things like that. So you got to make different reads. Two completely different teams, but obviously, like I said, when you go through tough challenges, you kind of grow from them.
Front right.
Draymond, Yama Hazir, Crown 4 News. I know after game one, you don't want to use the word comfortable against playing against Cleveland. Over the last three contests, you guys have beaten by a combined 82 points. What do you attribute that to?
I think our focus level has been there. We really locked in on the game plan. The intensity level has been there. And most importantly, we've got it done on the defensive side of the basketball. If we can, to hold this team to 77 points, it's a very good ball club. And, that's not something easy to do, but we've really locked in. We stuck to the game plan, and we've been able to do that. So, that's great and all, but it doesn't matter anymore. Like, if we won those 3 games by a combined 3 points, it's 3 wins. So those wins are gone. Obviously it's good to be up 2-0, but we got to go to Cleveland. The only thing we did tonight was defend home court. Like, we didn't do anything special. Everybody's going to look and say, oh, man, they won by 35 points or whatever, 30 points or whatever it was. But at the end of the day, it counts as 1 win. And we defended our home court. Like Clay said, he already spoke on it. The toughest part is going to Cleveland. So now we got to look ahead to that and go in with an even higher focus level than we had at home.
Marcus in the front.